Hello, a warm welcome to you from SGT University. I'm Kushal Singh, Faculty of Science. Today we will be learning about electromagnetic spectra and spectroscopy associated with it. Learning objectives: electromagnetic or EM waves, electromagnetic spectra, characteristics of EM waves, and spectroscopy associated with it. Do you know? The light which we receive from the sun to perform our daily work, like to see things around us, is a visible spectra, and also to getting heat, especially in winters, is an infrared waves of electromagnetic spectrum, is nothing but electromagnetic radiation. Let's see the scientific definition of electromagnetic or EM wave. Electromagnetic wave or EM waves are waves that are created as a result of vibration between an electric field and magnetic field. In other words, EM waves consist of oscillating electric and magnetic fields. What are the characteristics of an electromagnetic wave? First one is the wavelength. Wavelength can be defined as the distance between two successive crests or trough of wave. It is measured in the distance of propagation. Here, crest is the maximum value of upper displacement. Second one is the frequency. It is denoted by sign nu. In simple words, it is defined as the number of waves passing a point in a given period of time. Here, wave means full wave cycle which include one crest and one trough. Now, let's see the relationship between frequency and wavelength. Frequency, which is denoted by nu, and wavelength, which is denoted by Greek letter lambda. As now we know the wavelength is the distance from one wave cycle to the next. Right now we have two waves of different wavelengths. Let's take a common reference point from which two electromagnetic waves having different wavelength is passing in a given period of time. And then we will see how wavelength affects the frequency for a given period of time. As you can see, both waves are traveling with similar or constant velocity, but varies with the wavelength only. Now, we can calculate the frequency, which is number of complete wave cycle in a period of 7 seconds. So far, wave 1 frequency will be 0.86 per second, whereas for wave second, it will be 2.1 per second. Wavelength and frequency have inverse relationship. If wavelength increases, then frequency will decreases. Velocity of light is the product of wavelength and frequency. Wavelength, which is measured in meters, frequency in per second, and velocity in meter per second. The velocity of electromagnetic wave of an electromagnetic spectrum is constant, which means only the wavelength varies, thus frequency also varies in inverse relationship. Let's talk about what is electromagnetic spectrum. Electromagnetic spectrum, which is also known as EM spectra, is the arrangement of electromagnetic or EM waves in either increasing or decreasing order of wavelength or frequency. And if we arrange the series of EM waves in decreasing order of wavelength, then from left to right, first comes radio wave, after that microwave radiation, infrared radiation, visible light, UV radiation, X-ray radiation, and at last gamma radiation. As we already discussed, the wavelength have inverse relationship with frequency, and frequency have direct relationship with energy. Thus, we can say that it is the increasing order of energy from left to right. Spectroscopy associated with electromagnetic spectrum. Neutron activation analysis is known as referee method, which is used for elemental profile of an evidence. In neutron activation analysis, we measure the intensity and energy of emitted gamma rays in the form of prompt gamma rays and delayed gamma radiation to identify the unknown compounds. X-ray spectroscopy. X-ray spectroscopy uses X-rays for the elemental analysis, surface analysis, and crystal topography. Like gamma rays, X-rays are high energy wave capable of ejecting the innermost electron of an atom. In X-ray spectroscopy, we have further type like XES, X-ray emission spectroscopy, AES, Auger emission spectroscopy, XFS, X-ray fluorescence spectroscopy, ESCA, electron spectroscopy for chemical analysis, X-ray absorption spectroscopy, X-ray diffraction. UV visible spectroscopy is one of the most common used spectroscopy among all, used in various fields like forensics, pharmacy, chemistry, etc. for identification of unknown compound, qualitative as well as quantitative analysis. UV visible wave excite the outer shell electron from ground level to higher energy excited state. IR spectroscopy. IR spectroscopy, or most commonly used FTIR, Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy, uses the IR spectra to vibrate the molecule. It is used for the analysis of organic compounds where results are in the form of percentage transmittance versus wave number. IR waves having low energy, thus these doesn't excite the electron. In spite of that, they vibrate the bond in between the atom of molecule. Raman spectroscopy. Raman spectroscopy, which is discovered by our great Indian scientist Dr. C.V. Raman. It also uses IR spectra and work on the basis of Raman effect. NMR, nuclear magnetic resonance. NMR most commonly used is C13, other are N15 and H1 NMR. NMR uses the radio frequency for the identification of organic molecule. It excites the nuclear matter from the ground to higher energy excited state. Let's quickly revise what we have covered in this video lecture. First one, what is electromagnetic waves? Then, what is electromagnetic spectra? Characteristics of electromagnetic waves? And at last, forensic importance of spectroscopy and its association with electromagnetic spectra. So, today we covered electromagnetic spectra and spectroscopy associated with it. And the next time we meet, we will be exploring UV visible spectroscopy. Keep learning, keep growing. See you next time.